A routine traffic stop turned into a heart-pounding chase within seconds. Officers spotted a white Chevrolet Impala with no Georgia license plate and flipped on their emergency lights. For a brief moment, it seemed like the driver might pull over, but then he floored it, weaving through traffic like a man with nothing to lose.
Speed approximately 80, 85, 35, passing improperly, reckless.
Trooper Guerra attempted a precision immobilization technique. The vehicle spun counterclockwise but kept moving. The Impala skidded to a stop, but Pastel wasn't giving up. He flung open the door and took off on foot. Officers shouted commands, but he kept running until he tripped, hitting the pavement hard. Even then, he fought to resist, refusing to roll over as officers moved in. Pastel refused to comply. A taser strike brought him down, ending the chase.
On the night of April 29, 2025, a simple traffic stop for sketchy paper tags quickly escalated into a dangerous, high-speed manhunt. Corporal Dustin Arnold attempted to pull over a black SUV on Interstate 30, but the driver had other plans. Instead of yielding, he floored it, utilizing the shoulder to dangerously weave past innocent motorists.
Osprey, I'm sure you have. You advised Troop A.
Public service with them now.
10-4.
That's 124. In the 33, roll over 1016, 1016.
This is proof that ASP troopers will do anything to stop a fleeing suspect, even if it endangers their own lives. Trooper Freeman blocked the suspect's path, and at 100 miles per hour, the suspect crashed into his cruiser and went off-road. The violent impact disabled both vehicles and left Trooper Freeman with minor injuries.
Hey, right here. Hey!
With the cuffs securely on suspect Milton Ellis Jr., troopers searched his wrecked SUV and found exactly why he fought so hard: a red backpack holding a stolen .38 special revolver out of Memphis. After a quick trip to the hospital for stitches in his face and arm, Ellis was hauled off to the Saline County Jail to face a mountain of felonies, including second-degree battery, felony fleeing, and possession of a stolen firearm. On May 3rd, a trooper pulled over a red Kia for a busted brake light outside a marijuana dispensary. The driver, Joshua Ringel, got aggressive fast, fighting the trooper, throwing punches, and even grabbing him by the neck during a violent struggle in the parking lot.
I'm telling you right now, dude. I'm telling you, stop. I'm not going. Stop.
For what? This is assault from where?
Simple assault. Get out of the crowd.
Go around.
Ringel jumped in his car and took off, starting a high-speed chase.
In car. Reason for chase. Police officer, CW.
Shots fired.
Punching a trooper wasn't enough. Now he was firing shots from the moving car. With a gun pointed out the window, the situation exploded. Multiple police units were now racing in to stop him.
Testing now, over.
Come in.
Coming up to West Madison.
Coming up to West Madison.
After ramming a South Bend patrol car, Ringel bailed out and ran into the woods. Officers chased him down as he fired a shot at one of them. Believing an officer had been hit, a trooper opened fire, unloading 7 rounds. Ringel was later captured alive and now faces a long list of felonies that could land him behind bars for over 30 years. A suspect in a stolen car led Arkansas State Police on a reckless chase, pushing 120 miles per hour before making a deadly mistake. The chase kicks off on the highway, with Arkansas State Police trailing a stolen vehicle. The suspect, no stranger to trouble, he was arrested for sex trafficking back in 2019. And now, he's back on the run, flooring it past traffic like he's got nothing to lose.
Eastbound 630 coming up on Cedar now, speed's 108. Lights, medium traffic.
ASC en route.
Continue in through Cedar, eastbound 630, speed 108, medium traffic. Passing Woods Road, eastbound 630, speed 111. Possibly just threw out a gun, eastbound 630, Nav Woods Road. We get somebody there to try to recover that. I believe it's going to be the westbound lane, 630 Nav Woods Road. It may be the eastbound lane, so it's going to be between those two. We're coming up to Battery now, 630 eastbound, speed 97. Light speed of traffic. We're going to let safety take primary. They're coming up on the pound speed. They're 110. Light traffic going. Coming up on Chester. Now primary to pursuit. We're going under State Street right now. Speed 110. Like to be approached. We're getting off on Broadway.
In a desperate bid to escape, the suspect veers off the highway, aiming for the busy city streets. But at that speed? Bad idea. It's a scene straight out of a nightmare. The suspect was half hanging out of the wrecked car, stuck in the windshield, alive but barely moving. The power of adrenaline and survival instinct is truly insane. He survived for 2 hours after the crash, then passed away at the hospital. This is one of the wildest chases you'll ever see. It had everything. Stolen cars, a foot chase, multiple PITs, reckless driving, and even a vehicle fire. It started when a trooper tried to stop a black GMC Yukon with fake tags. But the second the lights came on, the driver floored it, and the madness began.
We're behind you, 16. Just let you know. South end of Brooklyn.
John's when we starting down Jake Street, it's going with a dead end. He's on bail out on foot toward
Moments later, he blew through a chain link fence and barreled straight into the Nestle plant's property. Inside, he and a woman ditched the Yukon and carjacked a Ford F-350 with a trailer at gunpoint.
Hey, where'd he go?
Going back towards the shore. Trailer.
He took off the dually?
I think.
Alright, I'm gonna switch over troop scene call. Still speed's about 70. He tried to pit, but he couldn't do it.
He ran. 16, be careful with the heavy trailer.
Be careful, it's a heavy trailer.
I don't know who that was. You 10-4.
Somebody check on 16, he went in the ditch.
Things turned extremely dangerous when the suspect sped into busy city streets. Troopers knew they had to act immediately before disaster struck.
25. Correction, I'm at MLK. Highland MLK. He just hit somebody here at Harrisburg Road in Highland. Get JPD check on him. 10-4. 335. Got a crash. He's still going. He's down. Up there, take him out.
Go, 16, go!
Deputy's out for the one at Harrisburg. Go. Left on the Parker Road. No, we can't get in front of him. Somebody get Caraway Road and Parker and in this if you can. We'll be eastbound on West. We'll be eastbound on West Parker. One six, eastbound on West Parker. One six, eastbound on West Parker.
Motherfucker.
16 struck pits over Highland. They just can't get the student fitted. oncoming traffic again. Gonna be approaching the intersection. Looks like he might be trying to get back on the interstate. He's about to hit the guardrail. He went through the guardrail, crossed traffic into the housing complex.
Eventually, he lost control. The truck swerved off the road, crossed all 4 lanes of I-555, and plunged into a water-filled ditch. The chase seemed over. Davis bailed out and ran into a nearby neighborhood. But officers quickly locked down the area and caught him hiding in a backyard. The woman who was riding with him was also detained. Both were taken into custody. Chase over. In Moscow, on August 19, 2013, a mint green Nissan GTR barreled through Moscow's rush hour. A police car flashed lights and sirens chasing hard. Without dash cams, one officer grabbed his phone and recorded the chase from the passenger seat as the GTR darted past line after line of cars.
Направо, на обочину, прижимаемся. Три, 2,7, делаем остановочку вправо делаем, 3,2,7, на обочину останавливаемся, 327, на обочину останавливаемся, аккуратненько, делаем остановочку вправо. 953, 953, 2242.
After the stop, the driver claimed he couldn't hear the sirens because the music was too loud. But what grabbed everyone's attention wasn't just his excuse, it was the vanity plate on the dash that read Taylor, matching the stage name of Russian rapper Alexander Tequila Tarasov. The clip exploded online, with many saying it looked more like a stunt than a real chase. No official statements. The identity of the driver was never confirmed. Traffic on I-55 southbound near the bridge was backed up. A red Pontiac Grand Prix suddenly flew past troopers on the shoulder, doing 50 in stopped traffic. When the blue lights came on, it pulled over. But what started as a traffic stop would turn deadly within minutes.
Trooper Robert State Police, I stopped you for passing on the shoulder, my man. You got your driver's license?
I don't have a license. I was taking her to the hospital. She wasn't feeling too good and moving. That's why I jumped over.
The driver, 26-year-old Eric Winfert from Illinois, said he was rushing his sick friend to the hospital. He didn't have a license. The passenger, a woman with no ID, said the same, but the smell of weed coming from the car said otherwise. The woman first claimed there might be a gun in the car. Then, without warning, she jumped into the driver's seat, threw it in drive, and took off, leaving Winfert and the troopers behind.
Put him in custody! 4-4 City, where's the sleeper? Female jumped in the car on me and took off. We're almost to the bridge. Unfortunately, she stopped in traffic. She may have wrecked. She did. She wrecked out, Farsi. It's normally 1016.
The Pontiac had slammed into a box truck and was torn in half. The driver, later identified as 25-year-old Brittany Johns, was found inside, partially ejected with her head resting where the back seats used to be. Brittany Johns died from her injuries. After the crash, troopers found a .22 revolver on the backseat floor. She also had a warrant out of Illinois. On August 7, 2021, a red Chevy Equinox was spotted in Fulton County, weaving between cars and crossing solid lines on the ramp to I-75/85. The trooper signaled him to pull over. The driver nodded like he would, then suddenly hit the gas and took off.
Stop. Please stop. .468 Atlanta, we're continuing northbound on the shoulder.
Yeah, boy, you want some trip?
And 10-4 on 1080, approaching Edgewood.
Left shoulder, right shoulder.
Right shoulder, I'm coming up to you, work way to the right.
Clear all you see about temporary safety this time. You go ahead and drive. What you think? I'll call you.
Red.
Hey, 14, be with 468.
Alright, stop, traffic stop here.
Passing on.
Passing through stop, looks like no 1050s.
Coming up on Beach Street. Clear, coming up on Beach Street.
Exiting. Slowing down.
Up on Beach Street.
The suspect exited too fast at Peachtree Street and crashed into a guardrail. 4 people bailed from the car. The driver ran through a parking garage and was caught 0.2 miles later. Inside the vehicle, troopers found promethazine in a baby bottle, a loaded 9mm handgun, and a backpack full of fraudulent checks. The driver, D'Angelo Rogers, was a convicted felon wanted for aggravated assault. One passenger, Latravius Lawrence, was wanted for felony theft. Rogers now faces multiple felony charges and could do over 10 years behind bars. In Atlanta, a gray and white Scat Pack were spotted with no plates, tearing down the highway side by side. When officers lit them up, both took off. The white one bailed at Cleveland Avenue, the gray one stayed on I-75, and the chase was on.
On Cleveland, one staying on the interstate. I'm taking the one on the interstate.
Take south, passing Cleveland, one to the exit, and one. No way.
All right, still southbound 75 coming up to Central Ave.
Still southbound, coming up on Central Ave.
They were both trying to take the Cleveland exit, but this gray one didn't make it. I'm staying with him.
The gray Challenger was flying, pushing well past 120 miles per hour. The trooper's cruiser was almost topped out, struggling just to stay close, let alone get in position for a pit maneuver.
Coming up on CW Branch.
Coming up to Riverdale, coming up to Riverdale. Notify Clayton County, Atlanta. Notify Clayton County. We're exiting onto Riverdale. Exiting onto Riverdale.
Acting on Riverdale.
Southbound Riverdale, almost 1050, 1050, 1050. Still going, still going.
Can I get there for 85?
Yes, but you're probably better off. I don't know, to be honest with you. We're passing up Clayton County units now, passing Clayton County units now. Stand by.
Passing Clayton County unit.
Pit. I'm trying to get him off the road. Get him disabled. Stand by. All right, stand by. Multiple pits and contacts.
After several hard pit attempts near Clayton County, officers finally disabled the gray Challenger and ended the chase. The driver was arrested on the spot and now faces multiple charges. As for his new racing buddy in the white Challenger, he drove smarter, slipped away during the chaos, and got clean away. This chase started like most Dodge Challenger stories do. Two of them spot each other on the highway and instantly turn it into a race. On September 20th, 2023, Arkansas State Police caught them ripping down I-440 at over 150 miles an hour. One took an exit, the other kept pushing west, and troopers locked in. The white Challenger roared up to 160 miles per hour, weaving across lanes, blasting shoulders, and even sideswiping another car, while his passenger begged him to stop.
Northbound.
The pursuit ended on Interstate 430 when a trooper slammed a pit, spinning the Challenger into the median barrier. Barton hit the pavement in cuffs, his passenger went to the hospital, and the car was hauled away. Now, Barton's reckless run has him facing charges that could keep him behind bars for years. On May 15, 2022, at North Avenue and Spring Street in Atlanta, a full street takeover was going down. 2 streets blocked off, cars posted up like a barricade, and a silver Lexus spinning drags in circles. Smoke was so thick, people were basically coughing through it, engines screaming, tires melting. When GSP tried to lock on, a crowd in masks rushed up and tried to block the patrol car, all the clowns thinking GSP would just stop if they stood in front of it.
I should go to 38. Westbound, northbound. Clear, westbound, northbound. Northbound. Clear, past the north side drive. Going right, northbound, north side drive. Or making right, northbound, north side drive, go ahead. Good. Driving out of it. Watch him, reach him up. Say it again, Ryan. I've got the dog.
TFC A. Gonzalez hit the first pit, the Lexus spun and still tried to run. Then Corporal Ennis delivered a second pit that stopped it near the curb, and troopers pinned the car and pulled everyone out at gunpoint. Driver Yahir Alexander Vega, passengers Daniel Valdez and juvenile Czar Salazar. Salazar said he begged to be let out because he was scared he'd die.
Right now, come on, bro. Let's not call nobody. Just wait. Your homeboy did that dumb stuff. How old are you?
18.
Hey! Oh, yeah!
It's a big jam, boy.
Wait! Woo!
Officers asked Vega how old he was, and when he said 18, they straight up celebrated. Man, GSP is brutal. With felony fleeing, reckless driving, and street racing, plus stunt driving charges, he could be looking at 1 to 5 years in prison. On July 16, 2024, James Lee Mason caught a cop's attention for a reckless lane change on Tara Boulevard. When they tried to pull him over in a nearby lot, he gunned it, blowing through traffic lights, nearly slamming into cars.
Affirmative. You making a right turn. Get back on Tara Boulevard. We'll be going northbound. It's gonna be a white Impala. Speeds will be 105 right now. Coming up to North Avenue.
Jonesboro Road, Citizen Public. 16 fully, I'm gonna pick it up. How close? Yeah. Jonesboro Boulevard from Highway 138. Taking a right on North Ave. A right on North Ave from South Boulevard. Down North Ave. South Boulevard. Oh, this turn phase will go. It'll be northbound, North Ave.
I'm about to put your car in the ditch. You better pull over. I'm about to put you into a tree. You better pull over.
If you occupied one black male white t-shirt with facial hair.
After cutting down Dixie Drive, Mason ran into a dead end. Instead of stopping, he barreled down a hill onto Highway 138, still refusing to give up.
That's it.
Dead end, Dixie Drive. It'll be 138 now, 138. Front tire damage has been started drive. Eastbound 138. If I can fit. He recovered. It'll be northbound. Don't go hold from Highway 138. Northbound. Don't go hold from 138.
Hey, watch out. Let me get him again. Watch out.
Like storage. Jonesboro Road.
The second PIT was the game ender. The car slammed into a fence and brick sign at Life Storage and finally came to a stop. Mason was arrested on the spot.
Get on the ground. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I don't have nothing.
On December 20th, 2024, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a Ford Mustang driving in the wrong lane on State Road 79. This wasn't just a traffic violation. The trooper had intel that the driver was a known drug dealer. As he moved in to stop the car, the Mustang suddenly accelerated, kicking off a high-speed pursuit.
turned into a cemetery. Careful. Your radio's cut now. You back northbound? You will find.
Out of nowhere, the driver slammed on the brakes. It was a dangerous move at that speed. The trooper couldn't react in time and crashed into the back of the Mustang, but the chase didn't stop there. With the driver's door jammed shut, he climbed out the window and took off on foot. But the trooper was right behind him. There was no time to run far. Within moments, the suspect was tackled and arrested. Inside the wrecked Mustang, officers found suspected drugs and other evidence.
Police grappler tools are becoming a game changer in chases, safer and quicker than risky pits. Colorado, for example, has 28 grapplers and over 120 deployments already. So this isn't experimental, it's working. At around 3:47 a.m., Olympia PD's license plate reader flagged a stolen vehicle. Deputies joined the hunt as the driver tore down highways at 130 miles per hour. Lanes and shoulders didn't slow him. This was no casual flee, it was full throttle.
City 163 can set up space outside media and pump break.
80 on position 1 now, traffic.
31 off, we're passing 193rd Avenue right now.
80, I'm going to go for a grapple.
Fully PD, go for a grapple.
Good grapple, felony stop.
Good grapple.
South at 93rd, we'll be on the south.
The grappler locked onto the tire, and the stolen car dropped from 100 miles per hour to 0 in under 2 seconds. No spin out, no crash, just a clean stop. The suspect was already wanted on multiple felony warrants in King County. Now he's facing charges for possessing a stolen vehicle and attempting to elude. With all that stacked up, he could be looking at 5 to 10 years behind bars. On August 3rd, 2025, an Amber Alert out of Georgia spilled into Florida. Mortez Rashad Edwards kidnapped his own infant after a breakup with wife and fled in a silver Ford F-150. Once FHP got the bolo, every trooper in range jumped into the pursuit because this wasn't a routine chase. There was a kidnapped baby inside that truck and every mile mattered.
fleeing. He's still fleeing. Now back eastbound.
He's eastbound, Crystal.
Somebody at the end of the road. Hit the shoulder in the ditch. Hit the shoulder in the ditch. Hit the shoulder in the ditch. He's still going north.
The chase turned into a Mission Impossible problem for FHP. Edwards was trying to sideswipe patrol cars, but troopers knew an infant was in the truck, so they couldn't just smash him off the road. They were running out of options and had to work surgically.
Hit, we're going south, Pony Hill.
Troopers finally caught that low-speed opening, a controlled pit, then a unit planted in front to trap the truck. Edwards still chose chaos. He rammed the patrol car, stepped out holding an AR-15, and bolted for the woods. Deputies stripped the rifle away, chased him down, tased and cuffed him. The infant was rushed to the hospital and was not injured. Edwards now faces kidnapping a minor, cruelty toward a child, and firearm charges. On September 1st, 2024, a street takeover organized all over social media packed a Tampa intersection. Crowds everywhere, cars drifting, smoke in the air. But the moment FHP lit up their sirens, cars scrambled and one Dodge Challenger tried slipping out of the mess. Drivers ran like cockroaches, and just like that, the chase was on.
I got a red gas tank, wide body. Romeo Hotel, South Project for I'm currently heading eastbound. Romeo Hotel, South Project,
Once the Challenger hit a clear stretch, troopers moved in, boxed it tight, and when the driver tried one last desperate burst, an FHP unit swung in and pit maneuvered the Challenger, shutting it down instantly. 10 people were arrested, guns seized, cars impounded, and that social media stunt turned into real charges: fleeing, racing, reckless driving, and more. On September 1st, 2024, a street takeover organized all over social media packed a Tampa intersection. Crowds everywhere, cars drifting, smoke in the air. But the moment FHP lit up their sirens, cars scrambled and one Dodge Challenger tried slipping out of the mess. Drivers ran like cockroaches, and just like that, the chase was on.
Basically, I got a red gas tank and wide body. Romeo Hotel, Fox Project for I'm currently heading eastbound. Romeo Hotel, Fox Project,
Once the Challenger hit a clear stretch, troopers moved in, boxed it tight, and when the driver tried one last desperate burst, an FHP unit swung in and pit maneuvered the Challenger, shutting it down instantly. 10 people were arrested, guns seized, cars impounded, and that social media stunt turned into real charges. Fleeing, racing, reckless driving, and more.
It all started on a quiet stretch of Arkansas highway. The trooper, on a routine patrol, suddenly spotted a motorcycle flying past at a blistering speed. Without hesitation, the officer activated the lights and sirens, but the rider didn't flinch.
Speed's 88. Correction, straight on Midland. I bumped him in the intersection. He got through. Just past northwest. Alright, coming up to 6. 36. Alright, he's in the ditch, and he again, passing North Peak. Headed towards downtown, just slowing down. Crossing North 6, from north end north. Alright, notify Oklahoma, we're right on 0.
With the motorcycle hitting speeds over 130 miles per hour, the trooper had no choice but to push the limits. As they raced through stretches of highway and darted past cars, the officer relied on skill and strategy to close the gap. But at these speeds, even the slightest mistake could turn deadly.
All right, we turned around. We're headed back to Fort Smith, coming right in front of the deputy.
here, right?
Lift it out in the photo. I'll take it back up. Then walk in, I'll come behind you.
Get down, hey, get down.
On February 13th, 2024, a Florida trooper got behind a motorcycle with no license plate and a rider who was clearly ready to push his machine to the absolute limit. As he kicked it into gear and tore into the traffic on US Highway 19, he had no idea this would be his last ride.
I need your 1020. You said southbound approaching Tampa? Southbound from Gulf today.
There's no line to the I also contact BSA Canals or Class related to LS they can help.
Yeah, whether something's on the line. 1551.
I'm going to get clear of it.
The countdown ended at the intersection of Drew Street when the rider blew through a red light, and that's when Carr slammed into the motorcycle from the side. The force of the T-bone collision was so violent that it took the rider's helmet off almost instantly. I don't know how, but Justin Charles Hunter Stefke survived the impact, though he was sidelined in the hospital for several months, recovering from the violence of the wreck. Once he was finally cleared by doctors, Justin Charles Hunter Stefke was booked into the county jail to face felony fleeing and eluding charges for a triple-digit ego trip that nearly ended his life. It all started with a white BMW flying past Walmart doing 114 miles per hour, like the red light didn't even exist. Typical BMW energy. Speed over sense. The moment the officer pulled out, the driver stomped the gas, and the chase was on.
Here he comes.
At Grassy Lake Bridge, troopers nailed the spike strip deployment. The suspect's tires got shredded and his speed started to drop. But even with flats, he kept pushing.
25 primary, I'm secondary. 25, you can't get a break, get stopped. I'm looking at the grid lines almost to top of the field here. Speed is slow practically. We're down to about 90 now. We're still about 120 catching up to it.
Trooper Cheers stepped up, and at 105 miles per hour, he delivered a clean PIT that sent the BMW flying off the road into a ditch. Out of nowhere, two dogs leapt out of the wreck and took off running across the field. Ethan Matthew German was hit with a long list of charges: felony fleeing, aggravated assault, reckless driving, speeding at 135 miles per hour, and more. As for the dogs, both were later found safe and uninjured.
Trooper Bird was parked on the shoulder, taking it easy, when a familiar black sedan rolled by. Just days earlier, that same car had fled from Arkansas State Police. Bird didn't hesitate. He lit it up and moved in for the stop. At first, the driver actually pulled over.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That's the last thing you want to do when you're face to face with the one and only Jacob Bird. The suspect pushed over 120 miles per hour, threw in sharp turns, brake checks, even drove into oncoming traffic, desperate to shake him.
80 light traffic, still southbound on Shackleton. That 28 is Arkansas Adam Young Charles 134. Still southbound on Shackelford. I'm fixing the TBI. It's Shackelford and Ethan Allen. LTBI. Continuing southbound on Shackelford. Headed toward Markham right now. Shackelford, he's trying to duck into a neighborhood back here. Stop. .46 Guard, another belt TBI. He tried to stop and brake check me multiple times.
The suspect ran out of options. He bailed, jumped out of the moving car, and made a break for it on foot, thinking he might have better luck on the ground. While Bird's known for high-speed takeouts, he's just as dangerous on foot. And this time, it wasn't a pity. It was a high-voltage taser that brought the suspect down.
You're sorry because you got caught. Have a seat.
I can't get it.
Rotate your shoulders. You're a tall guy. You gotta rotate.
Scott Hamilton Road was just another quiet morning commute until a yellow Dodge Challenger roared through, switching lanes without signaling. Officer locked onto the car, watching as it crossed the double yellow lines, like the rules of the road were just a suggestion. Time to see what this driver was up to. Lashing red and blue filled the street. The Challenger slowed down, creeping forward like it was about to stop. But just as the officer stepped out, the engine roared to life. The driver punched it, straight toward a school bus loading kids.
Turn off the vehicle.
His backpack, packed with over 4 pounds of marijuana, THC edibles, and bottles of promethazine. Oh, and a fat stack of cash, $3,720 to be exact. Whatever business he was running just got a major shutdown. On June 23rd of 2023, a thief snatched a gray Nissan Sentra right out of a Florida car wash. When Sergeant Tim Liberatore spotted the stolen ride a short time later, 56-year-old Majed Hack panicked. Instead of surrendering at a local gas station, he slammed the gas, and the chase was on, with K9 Corporal Jarek Donnelly and his dog, Carrier, hot on his trail.
Where you said there, unit call with?
10-4, units in 31, Air 1 calling in.
Alright, if y'all set up around the perimeter of that business, they can't go, let's get out. Hailing on foot, eastbound, towards the railroad track.
Stay in your car, stay in your car, stay in your car! Here, stay in your car! Here! That way, that way. Here it goes, head out, you're the restaurant on the snow! Park that man! Park it! Here, park it! Park that man! Park it! Get on the ground! I'm on the ground! Get on the ground! I'm on the ground! Come on, man! Ah, come on, man! Get on the ground! Come on! Roll over to your stomach! Roll to your stomach!
Take him off me!
Roll to your stomach!
Off me!
Get on your stomach!
Come on, man!
Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Okay!
Put your hands behind your back! Other one! Now! Let's put your hands behind your back! Alright, get him off!
There's nothing like sheer agony and pain to make you regret your life choices. The air was quickly filled with shrieks as Carrier easily ran down Majed Hack and secured the bite. Along with the stolen car, deputies found a backpack stuffed with meth and marijuana ready for the streets. Majed Hack was hauled off to the county jail facing a mountain of felonies, including grand theft and intent to sell, looking at serious prison time.